and welcome back to another episode of
Tube Talk!
Whoop Whoop.
Second,
exciting.
second edition for 2017.
Yes, it is. Sorry if I'm a little enthusiastic. I'm a little bit sick at the moment, but
That's
we shall
right.
soldier on.
Yes, and you need to get better, don't you?
I do, because where are we going tomorrow, Dad?
We are flying down to Wellington for the weekend to go to the Wellington Cup,
We are indeed.
and we'll talk about that a bit later on. So
We shall.
A
But-
lot of fun to be had.
But let's start off with a couple of last week's horses. We had Seize the Moment, who won the Group 3 anniversary handicap at Trentham. It's a pretty good start.
Yeah, fantastic. So pleased for the horse and the owners. He's stakes placed 5 times, and such a tough horse. Really deserved the win. He loves Trentham. Great ride by Matt Cameron. Got him outside the leader, and the key was he's been running in handicaps carrying 60 kilos, and he dropped down to 55 set weights and penalties, and that was the key. The biggest surprise was how much money he paid, $9.40. So really proud of him, and he will now move forward to the Thorndon Mile on the 28th of January, the Group 1 Thorndon Mile,
There we go.
where Michael McNabb will ride him,
Nice one.
and he'll be a genuine winning chance.
Nice one. And we also had another placing. No Return ran second on Wednesday at the Warwick Farm.
Yeah, he did in Sydney, and he's been another horse. He's so consistent. He's won one race this campaign, but he's had so many seconds and thirds. He's just right there all the time. And he stepped up to 2,200 metres. He saw the distance out. It was only the bob of the head that he got beaten by on the line. So he really deserves a win. He put some more money in the bin for his owners, and hopefully his next start we can get his win.
Awesome. And now it is time to move on to this week. We have got 6, possibly 7 runners. Is that right? Or is it
Yes,
7, possibly 8? We will see.
possibly
as
6.
we go on.
But let's work through them.
First of all, tomorrow at Tauranga, Friday Tauranga, we've got Prince Mambo in race 7.
Yes, so Prince Mambo is a Group 1 horse who's had a couple of wind operations. He's one wind operation, another one he just had a little bit of skin sort of that had to be removed. It wasn't really a big operation, but he showed form last start. He got well back and charged home for 4th, wasn't beaten far. If he improves a little bit on that on Friday, he's a distinct winning chance. He's got the outside barrier of 9 horses at Tauranga, so he'll go back, but that'll allow him to just get his rhythm, find his rhythm, and get into a good and get his breathing right. And he is a good chance of returning to form. It's an interesting day for him.
That's one. And
Craig Grill's rides.
we have got 3 runners in the Group 1 Telegraph handicap at Trentham. Woo!
3 runners in the Group 1. We're very, very proud of that.
And we will announce their names and their barrier draws. First of all, we've got Passing Shot, who is drawn barrier 10.
Yeah, and Passing Shot is an interesting horse. He's very, very fast. He's got a great record at Trentham. Obi Bosson rides him, who has a great record on him. He's been a horse that has lost form, but what he was doing was cruising in his races, and other horses were coming up, and he was just like, nah, I'm not going to bother, kicking on. So
Moving on.
what we've done is we've gelded him, which is a big step, but we've done that. It's lightened him up, but he looks a bit more athletic and taken a bit of muscle off him, which is great. And it'll be really interesting to see how he goes. He wants a good track or a dead 4. He doesn't want it too firm. So as long as we get that, he's a really interesting runner. He's certainly good enough to win the race if he puts his best foot forward.
Awesome, thank you. And next up, we've got Mighty Solomon, who is drawn barrier 11.
Really good horse. People probably don't think of him as a 1,200 metre horse, but we think he's a very good one. He'll probably come into about barrier 9, start 1 outside Passing Shot. He'll probably race in midfield. A strong pace will suit him. Kelly McCulloch rides. He drops to a weight he hasn't carried in a long time, 55 kilos, and I expect that he would be putting in very big strides over the last couple of 100 metres. I think he is he's a real bolter. He's a real dark horse and can win.
And finally, we've got No More Tears, who was drawn barrier 21.
Terrible barrier. Very unlucky in the railway. Blocked for room, couldn't get out. Should have run in the top 5, possibly 3rd. On Saturday, she's got barrier 21, comes into 18. Probably needs a bit of rain to be a realistic hope, and what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to make a decision on Friday morning whether we race or not, and she gets on the float, and that's all going to come down to track conditions, I think, and how much rain they've had, and we need to make that call.
Mm-hmm.
So if she does, though, she's likely to probably just find a feet, and we'll give her the opportunity to balance up and charge home.
Awesome. And next up, race 5 at Trentham, we've got Scarlet Secret running over 1,200 metres.
Yeah, and she's dropping back in grade from 75 to 65, which really suits her. Danielle Johnson on, doesn't want the track too wet, no worse than a dead 5, but we'll ride her probably midfield and just hold her up, and as long as she gets gaps, she can certainly threaten this field. She's very well in that grade.
Awesome. And race 7, we've got Poetic Affair in the rating 65 2300.
Last start second at Thames, we stepped her up to 2,000 metres. The 2,300 metres should not bother her at all. Drawn midfield, Rosie Moz on board will probably settle in midfield, and is a realistic each way chance. We're trying to get her ready for the St. Ledger in March, and this trip away will be good for her. She should handle most track conditions.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to use this word again because I loved using it last week. Penultimately. At Gore, race 10, we've got Pinzano in the rating 75 1,200 metres.
Yeah, so Pinzano ran third at the last start. We entered her for Hokitika. It was so wet we scratched her. She's going to Gore. It's going to be a heavy track, but nothing like Hokitika. Drawn barrier 2, who worked this week, was very, very good. Calvin Calacheron on, claiming 2 kilos, and I think she is a good chance, as long as it doesn't get bottomless, which is a good chance.
Also, finally, in race 4, in the rating 75 1335, we've got Elusive Boxers, who is a doubtful starter.
Well, she is, because it looks like it's going to be a heavy track there. We'd run her on a slow 7, maybe slow 8, but not a heavy track, so it is wet. She's very well, last 4 starts, 2 wins in the second. Kylie Williams engaged, barrier 2, but if it's heavy, she must well stay home and wait. There's a race for her in a week's time with $22,500 at Riccarton, and she can run there, so she's a doubtful starter on a heavy track.
And finally, did you want to discuss the Wellington Cup a little further?
No, I'm pleased. It's 2 miles. It's my home track. I love watching 2 mile races, so I'm pleased that there's 2 Australians in it, which is great. It's a very even field. Not a top quality field by any stretch of the imagination, but there's something special about 2 mile races. So just really looking forward to it. You know, the Telegraph is the quality race on the day, and it should be a ripper.
There you go. Awesome. Thank you very much, Albert.
Okay.
And that has been this week's edition of Tube Talk.
Thanks, Ove, and we'll be
Thank you,
back next
Robert.
week to talk about the Karaka Million
We shall.
and the Karaka Sales.
Here we go. See you next week.